Inferno is the third Robert Langdon film, which is done about Dan Brown books. First there was The Da Vinci Code, then Angels and Demons. They were all directed by Ron Howard and all star Tom Hanks. This latest installment also adds Felicity Jones, who's in Star Wars Rogue One, as well as Ben Foster, who is in Warcraft. In this installment, Robert Langdon finds himself with amnesia. He wakes up in a hospital. He gets help from Felicity Jones' character, who plays a doctor. Then they have to go and find clues as to this billionaire Ben Foster, who set up this virus to be released on the public that's basically going to exterminate a large population of the public. Now it's their job to stop it. Now I was really excited to see this movie. I had seen both The Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons and liked them a lot. However, I had not read any of the books, so I was not able to spoil myself going into this film. I went in with a complete open mind, fresh-minded. I didn't have a whole lot of expectations other than based on the other films, and this is kind of how I felt about it. This wasn't a bad movie, it was just sort of okay. I had a lot of high expectations based on the first two films, which I liked a lot, surprisingly. I think there was a certain amount of mystery that were in the first two films that this film just didn't have. Don't get me wrong, the performances were pretty good, but at the same time I felt like they were a bit phoned in. Like there wasn't a whole lot of effort put into this film as much as there were in other films. Tom Hanks had like Sully. I felt like he put a lot more effort into that. Felicity Jones has Star Wars, so I feel like she probably put a lot more effort into that. But I feel like the performances were still pretty well done. Actually, my favorite character was Ben Foster's crazy billionaire guy who releases this virus. I felt like that was more interesting and could have been spent a little bit more time on that storyline. But maybe if they spent more time on it, maybe I wouldn't have liked it so much. Because it seems like the more Ben Foster got time in like Warcraft, the less interesting it was. So maybe it kind of worked out with his limited screen time in this film. Like I said, the film is definitely very entertaining. However, there are certain points where you're just like, okay, can we get on to the next point? Because there are moments where I started to feel like this film needs to pick it up or get into it. The reason I like The Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons so much is because I felt like there was a lot more into it. I felt like they were trying to figure out something related to history. Whereas in this film, Ben Foster just sort of left clues to find a virus that was on like Dante's Inferno and all that stuff. So it never really felt like this was something that was a lot grander than, oh, just some guy wants to release a virus. There was no challenge to this film like the other ones. Like in the Da Vinci Code where he had the little cryptex, the thing with the little rotating dials of the alphabet, and he had to figure out a word that it spelled out to open it, or the oil would spill on it and destroy it. That never happened in this film. All the stakes were given to you in the first like 15 minutes. You completely understood the story, and it was just, oh, I hope they stop it. And that was about it. There were no real stakes. There was no real puzzles to figure out. It was more like, okay, they put some letters on Dante's Inferno and a picture of hell, and we have to rearrange the letters. Something that also sort of irritated me about the film as a whole is that I felt like I understood it well enough that I would never be able to watch it again and enjoy it. Like with Angels and Demons and Da Vinci Code, I felt like there was enough things that I maybe missed throughout the runtime that I should go back and have to rewatch it again, or that I'd missed that I maybe have to research for myself because I'm that big of a nerd. But I felt like there was no sense of, oh, I need to rewatch this because this was a great moment that I really want to explore for myself. Maybe I can figure out before they do, type of thing. There's higher stakes than the other films because it's on a global scale. That was not the issue. The issue was being able to entertain on multiple rewatchings rather than just, okay, I saw the movie and that was it. The grade I'm going to give Inferno is a C. This film was just okay for me. I didn't really feel like as much excitement as when I watched Da Vinci Code or Angels and Demons. There just wasn't that exciting mystery that really made me want to invest in it. Robert Langdon is a great character. Tom Hanks portrays him pretty well. There's really not a whole lot of effort other than beautiful scenery, which was definitely captured. How could you not in Florence, Italy? But it never really felt like it captured me as well as the other two. And the other two, I felt like I was on this adventure with these characters, needing to figure this out in order to stop whatever catastrophe may happen. In this one, it's already, all the information's given to you, and it's just sort of a mindless, fun adventure movie rather than giving you any stakes or having any weight behind the actual story. So that's my review for Inferno. Let me know if you've seen it, what your thoughts are, as well as what your favorite film of the Langdon series has been, whether it's Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, or Inferno, and why down in the comment section down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I have a couple other videos coming up in the next few days. It seems like I did a lot of reviews for books that are movies now, which isn't necessarily a new thing in Hollywood, but it seems to be a lot of the movies that I'm catching up on were based on books. So I have my Inferno review, which you just watched here. I have my Girl on the Train review coming up, as well as my Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Also, be on the lookout for this Sunday. I'm hoping to put up my review, my Saturday or Sunday, I haven't decided yet, this weekend. I'm going to be putting up my very first Cinema Showdown, so I'm super excited to see, to be able to put that up for you guys. I've been really working hard on it. Finally figured out a formula I think really works. So be on the look for that. Make sure you subscribe, hit it down here below, as well as check out my other videos that I've posted lately while you're on my channel. Again, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in the next one.